Borders will be shut down, courts disrupted, and the Water and Sanitation Department thrown into chaos. That's if the Public Servants Association makes good on its promise. It's vowed to cripple the public service on Monday. Our reporter Erin Bates was at the PSA's briefing on its looming strike and joins us now live. Erin, very powerful words from a very powerful union.
Very much so, and very strong criticism of the Minister Ayanda Dlodlo and her engagements with the PSA in these wage negotiations. I'm joined by the association's General Manager, Irvin Fredericks. You said the Minister needs to set off her high horse. Why is that?
Yes, I think it's important for the Minister to realize that we are dealing here with workers who are suffering because of the economy of the country, and also, as you've seen, the VAT increase, the petrol increase, and all the things, that she needs to understand the plight of the worker and stop giving us a cold shoulder, start realizing that there is workers out there that needs a decent salary to live with.
I suppose, Mr. Fredericks, that some people would say government's under the same kind of economic pressure at the moment, and we've seen with this new administration a rhetoric around pulling government's purse strings very tightly. So where does that put your negotiations with the department?
As a responsible union, we are fully aware of what is happening in this country, but we're also fully aware that our workers, the salary that they are offering them is not livable. It is a smack in the face. It is nothing in comparison to the prices they are paying out there now. Whatever they are giving has already been swallowed up by the economy of the country, or by the petrol increase, the VAT increase, and you name it. So yes, we want to work together to make this country workable and the economy of the country, but I think it's important for those powers that be to keep on treating public servants like a liability. We are an asset. We are working to make this country work, and that is why we are called public servants, but we're not called public slaves.
If we look to Monday, if you don't have any sort of headway with government between now and then, you've spoken about shutting down the borders, about water supply being halted, about really serious consequences of your action. Are you confident that's going to have the kind of outcome that you desire?
The arrogance of the minister, the arrogance of the negotiation team has brought us to this point. We, as people already said, we're not there for strikes because we can reach agreements, amicable agreements. But this one, there's no agreement on the table that's acceptable for our members. So yes, we will be going all out on the strike. We will be closing those very strategic points where the PSA are the majority unions. We're talking about home affairs. We're talking here about justice. We're talking about, many other departments where there's strategic points that will actually, unfortunately, hurt the country at the moment.
And if we look at the negotiations that you've been involved with the department, the Minister and her acting DG have said they're almost at the 50% they need to push through this agreement. What's the tipping point and what could change to thwart your action on Monday?
Well, we are not fighting with other unions. We are here to demand from the employer something decent for our members. So if unions who do not have the understanding of what the workers want go and sign, like some of them already did, and the 50% plus one majority sign the agreement, it means that we are defeated, but not by the employer. We are defeated by comrades, unions who have signed away the demands of the workers. Remember, we have collective demands, and unfortunately, some of them have rolled over and signed. I want to point out the PSA is not aligned. We are not aligned to a political party or political organization. The only voice is not the master's voice, is the workers' voice, which gives us a mandate to act on behalf of them.
So in terms of looking ahead to Monday, you've said that the only thing that could stop this would be either for the Minister to come to the table and negotiate, or if you're embroiled in some kind of court action. You're confident what you're doing is legal. She and the acting DG say it's unprocedural because of the process up until now. What's your response?
The PSA has always been responsible by following the legal route. And you can ask the other ministers, if this one didn't read the record yet, they've taken us to court, we've taken them to court, and we've won our cases. They've taken us to constitutional courts, and we still win. We know what we're doing when it comes to the legality of this matter, and we want to tell our members, do not be afraid Fear not. The PSA is running ahead to make sure that you get a decent wage. If other unions sign, and there's more than 50% that sign, unfortunately, they have signed away even the rights of our members as well.
Irvin Fredericks there, the General Manager of the PSA, and you can feel there's a palpable rage, that day of rage that they're anticipating going ahead on Monday, say that they've got their lawyers on their side, they're confident that they're doing things within the proper procedure and that the strike will go ahead unless, that is, Minister Dlodlo comes to the table and negotiates with the association.
Erin Bates, thanks for that. Appreciate it. We'll have more on this story at the top of the hour.